Let's move on. In the East Bay, there is a budget battle over the future of our schools. Oakland Unified could run out of money in less than a year without major changes. There are plenty of parallels with San Francisco's Unified budget crisis, facing the threat of a state takeover and major pushback over school closures. ABC 7 News reporter J.R. Stone explains what options Oakland is considering and what parents have to say.
So we don't think that the cuts are necessary.
Close the schools, take the assistant principals away. That is not the way we should run this district.
Community members sounding off Thursday night to the Budget and Finance Committee of the Oakland Unified School District, a committee that during this meeting could not actually come to an agreement on what budget proposal to recommend to the school board when they vote on a budget later this month.
I'm disappointed, and I do have to agree, there's not going to be anything else but the day of the vote now. And to have a last-minute wordsmithing on a $95 million package is the worst kind of practices that I had hoped our board had moved away from.
The district is facing a projected budget deficit of at least $95 million. School closures and consolidations are on the table. So is slimming down school staffing even more than it already is. Former OUSD board member Jody London says that school closures and consolidations may actually benefit students.
If you look at Elmhurst Middle School, for example, they consolidated 2 schools, and now the families and the faculty talk about how they have many more elective choices. There are more after-school sports activities for the students and other things like that.
Some in the crowd voiced concerns about the current situation with the district.
It really feels like a snake eating its own tail. You know, we're losing enrollment. Our attendance isn't up. So then we have to do things that are only going to make enrollment worse and attendance worse. That's what I mean. Oakland has to stop that.
Presentations given show that Oakland Unified has many more schools in comparison to districts with similar enrollment numbers. London says board members need to take a hard look at what will benefit students here who are currently struggling achievement-wise, and that may actually be closures.
Every school should have a nurse, a librarian, music, enrichment, language, whatever those things are, and then figure out how can you provide that to every school. So I think they need to think about, instead of a what's being taken away from us mentality, a deficit mentality, a what do we have to gain? We can increase student achievement. We can provide many more resources for kids who most need them.
The full Oakland Unified School Board will meet February 20th and will then be tasked to vote on a budget which makes major cuts. In Oakland, J.R. Stone, ABC 7 News.